OK, well, let's see where this spat's heading then. Let's talk to geopolitical analyst Rainer Rothfuss. Welcome back to RT. The ambassadors of these countries, most of them are NATO allies. They must have known that President Erdogan isn't a leader that takes criticism lightly. Do you think they were aware that their move would cause such a reaction?
I'm not really sure if they were expecting such a harsh reaction that 10 ambassadors shall be declared persona non grata. This is really an extreme reaction, and it shows to me the great tensions that we are having between Turkey and the EU and the other NATO countries in general. So it's surely not only the case of Osman Kavala that is here at stake, but it's about a style of authoritarian leadership that the Western countries oppose and that Turkey claims to see as its own sovereign right to determine how to do their internal affairs, and they reject any interference into their judiciary.
Although it's not just reacting to their own thoughts about Osman Kavala, is it? This is because of a European Court of Human Rights ruling that has been ignored by Turkey. So do you think President Erdogan's gone a bit too far?
Well, I think this is hard to say because we would need further insight about Osman Kavala's real role in the attempted coup of 2016. It's, of course, not very likely that the trials will bring to light the true story, but what raises some concern is that Kavala indeed was the founding member of the Open Society Foundation of George Soros in Turkey. So there are certain relationships with those billionaires and philanthropists who often have interfered in other countries' internal government affairs, be it Ukraine or Belarus. And so we need definitely further insight and further investigation in Kavala's role.
Could this move backfire on President Erdogan? The currency, the lira, is deteriorating. There are other pressures on Turkey as well. Could he be storing up more problems in the near future?
Yeah, of course. In the perspective of the European Union, Turkey has proved through this step that it is not a really reliable partner for the European Union. Nor maybe for the NATO. If own interests are involved, Turkey will always choose its own way and not stick to its commitments made towards the EU or NATO. This is surely one of the consequences and that the Western partners of Turkey will draw now.
Now, sometimes, but not always, of course, these tit-for-tat measures do seem to start to take on a life of their own, don't they? Do you think that President Erdogan should expect further retaliation from the countries whose ambassadors he's now threatening to expel?
Yes, I can imagine that there will be now an upward spiral of tensions, but I also think that the European Union needs Turkey as a partner, just as NATO does. And so I expect that after a few weeks, the situation may be eased.
So given this is just one of several, there's a series of these spats between Turkey and either the EU or other Western allies. At what point is there going to be a point of no return? Is this towards the final step in a breakdown of relations?
I mean, we have gone already through quite harsh tensions with Turkey, and the relationships have survived everything so far. If we look back at the 1974 takeover of northern Cyprus, and annexation has not been reverted since now. If we look at the tensions about the gas resources in the Mediterranean, there were really stark tensions that even had already a military component with France, and So I think that the resilience of relationships between EU and Turkey is quite strong, and they will also handle this crisis.
Well, they're certainly testing its structural integrity, aren't they? OK, always good to get your considered insight on this weekend. Rainer Rothfuss joining us live from Germany. Thank you.
Thank you.